but I do think I'm just doubting myself as a parent. Got out his bib and he walked over to me and said, "More." Tomorrow I'm going to have a little orange baby. Extremely nervous, I won't lie. Hey guys, so I'm in look number 2. You're coming home with me. Literally in like t-shirts. I think you can see how red my nose is. I'm in my what now? I had to do a try-on video in my pants. Don't leave the feral child alone with anything. Yeah.
Can I swear on your vlog? Wow. You've reused these, haven't you?
You're like slicker than the guy with a thing in his eye. Ugh.
Wonder what next week's vlog will bring you all. Well, this lighting is absolutely shocking. Literally can't see a thing. Hugo and I have just pulled into a soft play centre. Oh my god, I literally can't see. I haven't been to it before, but Reese has been to it before with Hugo and my mum. We're meeting a friend and her son here, which I'm super excited about. I think it's just nice to have like friends that have kids a similar age. I mean, Abel is 6 months younger than Hugo, like exactly to the day. It'll be nice to see how Hugo sort of interacts with a younger child. Because I mean, he sees them sometimes at playgroups. We went to a playgroup this morning and there were some younger children there and he interacted absolutely fine with them, and then soft play and all that sort of stuff. But like, this is like a proper one-on-one kiddie day date, do you know what I mean? I got to give my son my full undivided attention because at the moment he just walks off and goes wherever he wants. And in a lot of soft plays at the moment, he just stares at the bigger kids bit. So I just got to make sure that he doesn't go in the bigger kids bit. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys when we probably get home later. But we're going to have some lunch, we're going to have a little play, and then we're going to head home. Actually, before I go in, I mean, it's not even open yet. I think it opens at 12. But yeah, before I go in, I find it really daunting and weird to have Hugo like to myself on my own. And I know that sounds silly because he's been in our lives now for like 13 and a half months, do you know what I mean? But still, at the same time, usually if I go out somewhere, I like going with Reese, I like going with my mum. But because I've been working like solidly whilst Reese had been on paternity leave, it's now really weird for me to have like Mondays and Tuesdays with Hugo just to myself. Obviously, since Hugo's been born, I've had a lot of times where I've been on my own with him and stuff. I just feel the older they get, the more they sort of need from you. And I know that sounds silly because obviously when they're like tiny and little and fragile, they need so much attention and love and all this, that and the other. But when they start moving and they start walking and they start teething and they start babbling and they start knowing what they can and can't have and knowing limits, and it's just all very, I'm enjoying this age so much, but I'm also finding it really daunting. So I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone and sort of forcing myself to have him completely on my own on Mondays and Tuesdays as much as I can. Just because I think I'm doubting myself as a parent. I know I can do it, but I do think I'm just doubting myself as a parent. So I'm trying to push myself and get out of that mindset of you need someone with you, because I don't need someone with me. It's nice to have someone with you, but I don't need someone with me. So I'm just trying to push myself out of my comfort zone and give it a real good go. I feel like I've just been babbling. I really have been babbling. So if that made absolutely no sense, sorry. So we're doing dinner time a little bit earlier today, aren't we? Because we... So we got back from the soft play. It was so lovely. I bumped into my friend Molly there as well with her 2 sons. It was just lovely. And I've never actually been to that soft play before. Reese has been a few times. I'm not sure if I said, but it was just such a nice, clean soft play. Obviously as clean as they can be, but it was just lovely. They have like, you can book like a 2.5 hour slot, and then they have half an hour to clean before the next slot come in, which I just think is such an ideal thing. So you know that it's not going to be too overcrowded, and you know that you've got a table whilst you're there, and yeah, it was just perfect, wasn't it? Hugo had a lovely time playing with Abel. They got on so well, even though they're obviously like 6 months apart. It was just really nice for them to just be together. So hopefully we'll have a few more play dates, which would be lovely, because it was just really nice watching them play. But anyway, we got back from the soft play. Hugo didn't eat too well at lunch, purely because I think there was so much going on around him at soft play, he just wanted to get down and play. So we got home at about 4:30 or so, and Hugo had a meltdown. I was changing his nappy and he had a meltdown. And I thought, oh God, he doesn't like the fact I change his nappy anyway. He gets a bit fidgety at the moment, so he doesn't like laying down. But I changed him and then he was crying and I was like, there's something wrong with him. Anyway, turns out that basically he wanted food because he went into his little changing bag. He pretty much unzipped it. It was slightly unzipped, but he ripped it open. He got out his bib and he walked over to me and said, more. So he wanted dinner. So we're having a bit of an early dinner. Usually we wait until about 5 o'clock. He even got up an hour earlier today. So I feel like the times are all just out of whack today. So I'm just going with it. I'm going with what he wants. Anything for a quiet life. And then we're just waiting for Dada to come home, aren't we? Yeah.
No.
Dada. Dada. There was my friend Molly, her husband was there as well today, and he was wearing a little like 3/4 or half zip. Yes. And that's what Reese wears a lot, right? So Hugo literally was doing this. He was just pointing at my friend Molly's husband and just going, Dada, Dada. And I was like, it's not your Dada, hun. I know it could probably be confusing because they got the same hair colour and they're wearing the same outfit pretty much that Reese always wears. But that's not your Dada, babes. He is very much at work earning his pennies. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, I am a little bit more tanned than the last video. I have just been for a spray tan. Obviously I said in last week's vlog, I've got an exciting shoot this week, which is happening on Wednesday. Do you want to get down now? You've literally just cried to be up here with me and now you want to get down. I've got a spray tan because I have to wear shorts and t-shirts in central London on Wednesday. I was basically told by the spray tanner, it's probably best if, you know, I don't hold Hugo and he doesn't rub his face against me and all this sort of stuff. As you can see, he's doing all of those things. So it's going well. Tomorrow I'm going to have a little orange baby. Shall we go to bed? Shall we go to bed? Okay, come on then. So we have washed the tan off. I'm a little bit browner than I expected to be, but luckily the shoot isn't until tomorrow. I just think where my skin naturally has like an olivey undertone, like any form of, this music's really loud, bear with. Yeah, any form of tan just naturally really grabs to me. I only went for 10% as well though, which is wild. So maybe next time I should go for 8%. As you can see, Hugo's asleep in the very wonky mirror. We went to playgroup this morning. We went out with, obviously with Granny, because Granny loves coming with. And I love that too, because it just means that you've got an extra pair of hands. Going to a little cafe called Rosie Lee's. My mum and my grandma are already in there, but Hugo's got his nap and I don't wake him, to be honest. I mean, it's not like I'm even being quiet. I'm talking loudly. I'm literally right next to him and he is fast asleep. Let me show you him. He keeps getting this really like crusty nose, like around here. It's not even like crusty, it's like scaly almost. I just don't understand what it is. It must be from something, but I'm not really sure what. So if anyone knows, please let me know. He sometimes gets it a bit round his mouth. So we're like, is it an eczema? Is it an allergy to something? Is it an intolerance to something? I just don't know. But we're just putting creams on it and keeping it moisturised and not like picking it or anything, because that's obviously the worst thing you can do. Oh, his little lips doing that little like, you know, like when they're hungry, he's doing that. I really want him to wake up soon because you're not the only one that's hungry, babes. You're not, right? Oh, he's just so adorable. Look at him. Oh, his little face. I love you. Extremely nervous, I won't lie. It will be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm just extremely nervous. I am 10-15 minutes late, so I shouldn't actually be vlogging. I'm just going to go in now. I'll try and take you guys with me, but I don't think I'll be able to show you much because obviously I don't know when everything goes live. Do you know what I mean? So I'll try my best throughout the day, but if you see me sat in the car in about 8 hours time, sorry about it. Hey guys, so I'm in look number 2. It's super cute. Let me turn it around and show you guys. So yeah, this is look number 2. I forgot to film look number 1, but that's absolutely fine. It's just this Keith Haring jumper. I don't usually wear like a bright green, but I'm so into it. Got some cargos, and then these Keith Haring high top trainer vibe. I'm so into it. I feel like this is a new look, but I'm really vibing it. So I'm about to get into my 3rd look, and I don't think I've actually told you guys what I'm doing today. So I'm shooting with Primark, which is super exciting. I'm shooting with Alex. Her Instagram is Alex in Colour, and honestly, her page is so colourful and bright. I wish I was more colourful and bright. I think this shoot's kind of pushing me out my comfort zone a bit because I'm wearing a lot of colours that I wouldn't usually wear. But yeah, I'm really into it, having a great time. I'm going to try and take you guys along with me a little bit more. We are shooting a Keith Haring collection and then also a Cheetos collection. I'm not sure where the stuff is going to be, like if it's just going to be on Instagram or what, but I feel cute. I'm also whispering because there's loads of people around and I get really nervous. So this is my glamorous changing room. I'm inside a van, obsessed with it. Obviously because we're on location, we're constantly travelling around. So we've got the van and this is my next look. A little pink tracksuit. I'm actually obsessed with this. I'm definitely taking this home with me. Like, you're coming home with me. I'm actually having such a good time, although the last outfit we just shot was in a t-shirt and I was so cold. Temperature is just a concept. Temperature is just a concept. It's fine. So I'm back in my van. The next outfit I got is it's almost like a sports t-shirt, like a football top. We are now shooting Cheetos, and I've been wearing a bucket hat with like crunchy Cheetos all over it. And I don't suit bucket hats. I really don't. But it's a bit of a vibe. I kind of do like it. It's coming home with me as well. It's so cold outside. And I'm literally in like t-shirts. I think you can see how red my nose is. It's going great. On to my next look. We are flying through it today though. Like, I'm really excited and I'm really happy with it so far. They're still shooting down the road there. But I've wrapped, thank God. I'm just eating some Cheetos because, I mean, we had them on set, so I may as well walk with them. It is soaking wet. I am soaking wet. I am freezing cold. The things we do for Primark. I didn't actually realise how soaking wet my hair was until we just got indoors. I'm actually buzzing because I'm gonna get to take some of these outfits home, which are super cute. I know Reese is gonna love a lot of them as well. So, yeah. I'll speak to you more when I'm in the car, obviously, because I'm cold and I need to warm up. In all seriousness, I don't know how chaotic the vlog was today. I can't actually remember what I did and didn't vlog, and I don't think I properly explained what I was doing because I didn't know if I was allowed to. Turns out I am allowed because by the time this vlog goes out, so do the collections. Today I was shooting with the lovely Alex in Colour. She is so lovely, so sweet, so kind, and Rebecca Spencer Photography for Primark. Like, never did I think I would be like modelling for Primark. I just never thought it would happen. Anyway, it's happened. We were shooting for 2 collections today, so I vlogged quite a bit of it, I think. I've come home with some of the bits and bobs. One thing though that I didn't realise I was going to be doing was the reels that we did. I knew there'd obviously be some reels or TikToks created, like I get that. One of them was like a try on all the clothes reel / TikTok. Like, they were like, okay, so the idea is like you're in your boxers and then you just start dressing yourself. I was like, I'm in my what now? First off, I wasn't wearing boxers. I picked today of all days to wear Y-fronts. I was wearing briefs. I was not wearing boxers. So yeah, basically I had to do a try on video in my pants. I really hope they don't have anything jiggling about. I don't mean that. Because I'm pretty sure it was locked away in the right place. I mean like my jiggly little belly at the moment. Because I just don't really want the internet to see it. For the majority, I think I was wearing a t-shirt. So, fingers crossed, everything was okay. I don't want to be giving people nightmares, do you know what I mean? I think tomorrow's just going to be a complete write-off because Hugo's going to be at nursery, I'm going to be on a shoot, Reese is going to be at work, so chances are I'll see you on Friday. Unless something exciting happens, which I doubt. So we've made it to Bath, and it's not my cousin's 21st birthday yet. We've still got 2 weeks, but I'm making her carry around a balloon all day. Actually, I'm going to make you carry it around all weekend, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
And what happens if you lose it or forget it somewhere?
I don't know what the forfeit is, you haven't told me.
Yeah, but you got a forfeit. I don't know what the forfeit is yet, but we'll work it out. You having a good time?
Yeah, it's great.
You're so glad I'm here?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I thought so.
Where are we going? We need to turn left. We can go that way.
We're going over to the weir.
Yeah, why are we going this way?
I don't know, Reese is walking. Oh, we're going to the sensible crossing.
Oh, fair.
Nice. So we've just got to our hotel room. We've just checked in. We're in a Premier Inn, little Premier Inn Plus, because it means we get a fridge, which is good for Hugo's milk, obviously, because now he's on cow's milk, like, you know, like just blue top milk or whatever. We obviously need to keep that in the fridge. We walked in the room and literally it's sweltering hot, like I'm literally dripping with sweat. It's disgusting. It was on like 28 degrees, wasn't it, or something?
Oh, literally 20.
And it's like a furnace in here. We've literally got like the door open to the hallway, trying to like let some of that heat out. I'm dripping. It's awful. We've put the aircon on to 17 degrees and just no air is blowing out. Not really sure how this room is going to cool down before we come back for bedtime. I'm hoping it does because Hugo needs to sleep well. I'm literally sweating.
Cooling down. It's just hot because we're moving around.
We might have to just let him sleep in a vest tonight. Oh, it's so hot. So Molly has only had the balloon for how many hours? You've had the balloon about 3 hours maybe, if you're lucky, and you've already popped it.
Hugo.
You allowed him to take the balloon, so you have a forfeit coming up, don't you?
No, Hugo's got a neck a pint.
No, you got a neck a pint in 21 seconds, and if you don't do it, you got to keep doing it until you neck a pint in 21 seconds. You did. You allowed someone else to pop it. You were meant to be responsible for this balloon. No, you were meant to be responsible for this balloon. It has now popped. This is your fault. Don't leave the feral child alone with anything.
I can't be so balloons out. That's so sad.
So we are back at the hotel because this one's got to go to bed, don't they? Don't you? Yeah. I ended up getting my cousin Molly another balloon because there is no way we're going to Bristol tomorrow without her having this. Because the embarrassment she feels when she has it is second to none. And I feel as her cousin is the only thing that I can gift her in life is pure embarrassment. But yeah, we're off back to our hotel room. It's about 8 o'clock and we're gonna get Hugo into bed and get him to sleep. I think that's the one thing about, obviously, parenting when you go somewhere else with a group of people. It's sort of like your night ends when Hugo's night ends, do you know what I mean? Which is just a shame. But hey ho, we'll have the whole day with everyone tomorrow. Also, our hotel room is literally the other side of the hotel, like the furthest away from the lift. It's a joke. Like, although we've got like a Premier Plus room, it's still like miles away. Has it cooled down the room? Thank the Lord. Right, on that note, guys, good night. Hey guys, and welcome to Carpool Karaoke.
Hi guys.
With me and Molly. Today we are going to be singing some nursery rhymes whilst Hugo sleeps in the back before we go to the aquarium. Are you so excited? This is your birthday trip.
Buzzing.
We've come to Bristol.
M&S Cafe.
M&S Cafe yesterday for lunch.
And now the aquarium.
ZZ's last night for dinner. And now the aquarium.
Buzzing.
Wow.
Why are we mugging?
This is how the other half live, isn't it? Yeah.
Can I swear on your vlog?
If you want,
Is
but
it a family-friendly
nothing
channel?
too expletive. Not some of the words you've been using this weekend so far. Around my child.
Around my disgusting.
Honestly, his first word is going to be
Slay.
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 Imagine by the end of the weekend he just keeps going slay.
Slay.
With the little ear tuck. That was your fault.
I didn't say.
Great.
Kurt, get in here.
Right, let's get out.
Okay. You enjoying your first aquarium experience, mate?
Look at them. Wow.
Wow.
Fish.
No, it's not a turtle, it's a fish. Are you enjoying your birthday experience?
Yeah, do you want my new hat?
I do, party hat. Oh, your fin's fallen down a bit. There we go.
I need to get out of here. I can't.
Doesn't want to leave. Hugo.
Come on then.
Come here. Posing with his mate. How's your birthday been so far?
It's good, yeah.
Yeah?
Don't walk into the pub.
I'm not going to walk into the bar.
It's good. Going for dinner now.
Dead posh restaurant, yeah?
Posh restaurant, do you know what I mean? Have some food.
Yeah, it's stunning.
Maybe some drinks.
Stunning,
do you know what I mean?
stunning.
Might be nice.
Might be nice. Did you enjoy the aquarium?
The aquarium was great.
Did you enjoy it as much as Hugo?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I did actually. I was loving it.
Stunning. So everyone got dressed up nicely, right? But
No,
Molly,
shut up, this
Molly,
is unfair.
Molly didn't have a change of outfit. You see, she'd have to go all the way back home to get her
You
outfit.
didn't drop me home. You dropped me here.
Well, I didn't know we were getting changed
Well, neither did
immediately.
I.
I thought, you know.
It's Mum's fault.
Anyway, so the gang basically decided that we were going to get changed straight away,
But we didn't know that.
and then we were going to go and sit in a pub for an hour and a half, which was so worth it, wasn't it? So we're going down here now. So in solidarity, Reese, Curtis and I, and even Hugo, didn't get changed into nice outfits for dinner, so that the birthday girl, like the diva she is, didn't
'cause
feel left out.
Mum wanted to show me up.
She did. She's
Mum
got a
just
full
wanted to
gown on.
outdress me.
She's got a ball gown on.
Good times. What are you getting for dinner?
We had to pre-order. I've got a burger. What you got?
Duck. But I don't really fancy duck.
Well, why did you order it then?
I don't know. I hate pre-ordering.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, so basically for tonight, for dinner, we had to pre-order our food because there's like 11 of us going.
Yeah.
So we all pre-ordered food, and I don't think anyone actually wants what they've ordered.
Well, no, because you order it like 3 weeks ago, and then you don't fancy it when you get to the day.
Yeah, kind of like when Kurt first went on a date with you.
Ah, you're so funny.
So yeah, enjoy your duck.
Thank you. How'd you end this? See you later.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Molly. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Big sleigh.
Big sleigh. No, I dropped the number 2.
You dropped to number 2.
Ah! Look at that, Queen. Oh no!
Mum, you didn't reuse these. I've seen these before.
They Rachel's
They
ones.
are. You've reused these, haven't you?
Just the same.
Don't believe it. Guys, welcome to the Darcy and Molly show.
Hey!
Shall we pay?
The 2 is broken, but it's fine.
Shall we sing a song or something? Big girl boss slay. Slay the day away.
Slay the day away, and basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach Hugo how to say slay, girl, boss, and bestie. How old is Hugo?
Just over a year.
The boys in the boom system, top down AC with the coolest system. So shy, and I'm loving it. Like slicker than the guy with a thing in his eye. Dope. He might sell.
Alright, you can say something to the camera now.
I don't have anything to say. You gonna be in it?
No, it's just you.
Just me?
Yeah.
Massive fan of the vlog.
Still recording?
We did a few different videos. Darcy did a whole rap for the camera. Twice.
Good one or? Oh, stunning. All on super bass?
Yes.
Nice.
But one in the version of like you do a TED talk.
Right, okay. So like this one is for the boys. Yeah, top down.
AC. Cooling system. Like he's saving up.
Brilliant. So So we are back in the hotel now. We've had dinner and everything. We've obviously ended our night slightly earlier again for you, mate, haven't we? But he's having a lovely time playing on the floor, playing with all his games. Reese is not naked, he very much has pants on.
Yeah.
So do I as well, because I've realised I am vlogging without my top on. But yeah, all in all, we have had a lovely weekend away in Bath. We've had a lovely week. It's just been all around quite nice, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Got breakfast tomorrow and then we're off home. So I doubt there'll be anything interesting or fun to report tomorrow. So we're probably going to sign off here and say goodbye. Thank you very much for tuning in for another week. And guess we'll see you all on next week's vlog.
That's it really, yeah.
Yeah? Wonder what next week's vlog will bring you all.